Hello, everyone, and welcome to BryceBits, where you can get a little bit of wisdom. My name is Bryce Newberger, and I'm a pastoral mentor with Side-by-Side Counseling based here in Arizona. And let's jump on into today's post. So today we're looking at, am I the a-hole for leaving my younger brother behind in my home country? Okay, let's see. So I, 21 female, still just a little baby child. So I, 21 female, moved to the U.S. almost a year ago, leaving behind my younger brother, now 15 male, back home with our mom, who's barely ever around because of work. Last winter, I decided I wanted a change and wanted to start fresh in America to chase my dreams of becoming a model. I wasn't really happy back home, and I felt like I was missing out on living the life the way I wanted to. I still stay in touch with my family, of course, but doing this meant leaving my brother to mostly take care of himself. He's 14. He can handle it. I did talk to him before I left and asked him how he felt about it, and he seemed to be okay with it. But I never really know with him because he doesn't like showing his emotions, all right? Now I'm gone, and he's had to figure out how to handle things like cooking, cleaning, and generally just looking after himself since I was always the one to do that for him. He's been pretty mature for his age, so I thought he'd be okay, but recently I've been feeling really guilty about not sticking around for him. I've been thinking about this a lot lately and wondering if I made the right choice. I'm not sure if he's struggling or if he's truly fine with it because he won't tell me. Am I the a-hole? Summary, I moved to the U.S. to chase my dreams of... for a second there I said, to chase my dreams of leaving my brother. I moved to the U.S. to chase my dreams and leaving my 14-year-old brother back home to mostly take care of himself, even though he said he was okay with it. I'm feeling guilty and unsure if I made the right choice. Okay, so I started off by saying 21 female, you're still just a little baby, and here's why. You're young, you're still growing, you're still figuring out things, you still have that dream in your heart, and I love it. I'm here for it. I want you to do it. You can't raise your brother, right? You've done a great job so far. So good job. Good on you. Good job for being a good sibling. At 21 years old, you're ready to start your life, to get out there, to make your dreams come true. You're doing the right thing. You're chasing your dream. I love it, right? So you go chase that dream. You go for it. Like, throw yourself all into it. You're only 21 once. And when you're young, it's the time to try and figure out if those dreams are real or not. 14 years old is old enough. My 12-year-old son can make himself ramen. He can make himself food. In fact, he loves it. He loves to cook. So there's actually an element to you leaving will actually allow your brother to find his footing, to find his personality. And you probably serve as a inspiration to him. When he's 21 or 20 or 19 or whatever, he'll probably be inspired by you to go out and chase his dreams too. And we need more of that in the world these days. We want people chasing their dreams. So I think you're doing everything fine. I wouldn't put this pressure on you. I would let yourself off the hook here. It's not your job to raise your brother. And as someone who, my brother is older, is 6 to 7 years older than me based on the time of year. He did a great job. He cooked for me. He cleaned for me. He babysat me. He moved out at 16 years old, which is nuts. So I was 10-ish when I lost him. I didn't lose. I mean, he just went out, but and I figured it out, right? I had to come to my own, and I'm a stronger, much more capable person, even though he was a great brother who loved me well, cared for me well. And as an adult, he's really been there for me multiple times in my life. So, you're fine. You've done a great job. You're not an a-hole. Let yourself off the hook with this. Don't carry that weight. Let's read some of the comments on this one. Let me see here. It sounds like you're caught between your desire to, hold on. It sounds like you're caught between your desire to chase your dreams and the responsibility you feel towards your brother. Which is good. It shows that you have empathy, actually. It's a very healthy indicator of who you are as a human being. Not the a-hole for wanting to pursue a better life and opportunities for yourself. It's completely valid to have ambitions to want to make a fresh start, especially if you weren't happy in your home country. However, it's understandable why you're feeling guilty about leaving your brother behind, especially if you were the one taking care of him before. Also, I think when you chase your dreams, you can be a little scared of the future and your odds and opportunity of moving forward. And so this could also be a situation where maybe your mind is serving up that as an excuse to go back home and to give up on your dreams. Totally, when you are striving and growing and reaching for the stars, selfishness can be one of the things that pop up as something inside of us that tries to hold us back. So you're trying to reach for the stars, and part of you might say, oh, you're being selfish, and that part just like needs to be held in check for a little bit, right? It comes from a good place, caring about your brother. We love that, but don't let it hold you back from your dreams. And I would also say that it'd be one thing if there was different circumstances. If you described that your mother was horribly abusive and your brother was suffering and was physically abused, and in your country there was no safeguards to protect him from that, and you just abandoned your brother to that, that might be a different situation, but that's hypothetical. But he's healthy. He's fine. He can cook. Your mom's not home. He's a latchkey kid. That's all right. That happens. You didn't mention your dad, so I imagine it's a single parent home. That's normal. And I think he'll find his footing. You're not wrong for wanting to build a future for yourself. No, not at all. Yeah. But it's okay to check in on your brother regularly and see how you can still support him emotionally. Yes. Even from a distance. So I like that piece. Right. And it's very important to mention your brother is still part of your life. It's not like he's gone forever. Reach out to him, show him some love, see how he's doing, give him some advice, right? Hey, I tried to cook the other day. I burned down the house or whatever, just give him hey, watch the burner, watch the gas. Here, cook this food. Here's a recipe for you. You can still throw him some advice, and it's going to siphon off that support where he'll need it less and less and less the older he gets. And that'll be healthy for him. That'll be good for him. So, it's great that you're chasing your dreams, and it sounds like you really care about your brother. Maybe a heart-to-heart could help you both feel more connected and clear up any worries. Yeah. I mean, well, don't, still talk to your brother. Don't cut him out, right? And I don't think you will. But yeah, don't, or just stay in touch. That's enough. That really is enough. Cooking and cleaning are life skills he needs to learn anyways. Boom. Yes, 100%. Don't stress about that. Check in regularly. Yeah, I mean, even you can start regularly and siphon it, like wean yourself off more and more to where maybe it's every day, then maybe it's once a week, then maybe it's once a month. Get less and less with it, because he's got to find his life. He's got to figure it out, and you're going to be busy trying to be a model and stuff like that. That's going to take some time, effort. It's going to take some grind, right, and some grit. So just keep that in mind. Cooking and cleaning are life skills he needs to learn. Okay. To keep the relationship, but you absolutely do not need to be his parent. Yes, absolutely. So someone said, okay, here we go. Mixed feelings. It's normal to feel guilty, but you had your reasons. Maybe he's handling it better than you think. Just stay supportive. Yeah, these all say the same thing. So yeah, essentially, I think this person did a great thing. They're driven. They're chasing their dreams. They have empathy for their brother. They understand their mother's situation. Maybe there could be more understanding, have written in there, but either way, it's healthy to give your brother room to grow and become autonomous, right? Who was cooking for you? Who was, taking care of you? Now he needs to learn those skills for himself, especially with a latchkey kind of situation. Seems like it's going on there. Especially without having a father, he'll need to learn that. As a youth pastor, I used to be a youth pastor. I would help kids, and they just, some of them just needed some skills. That's all they needed is, teach them how to change a tire, teach them how to, cook food for themselves, and show them that they have the power. I had one kid who he's an adult now, but way long ago, he was you're talking about all the things he felt a victim because he didn't have a good father situation. His dad was kind of agoraphobic, was afraid of going outside, was afraid of everything, had a lot of phobias. And he just felt like he wasn't being prepared as a man because his father had so many fears and anxieties that were consuming his life. And so I was like, bro, I learned how to change a tire because my tire went flat. Right? I learned how to cook because I was hungry. Figure it out. We're going to be okay, So if you guys are feeling behind the times on your own life skills, on your own support system, you're feeling like your family wasn't there for you, you need to learn how to deal with some life skills, or maybe you've gotten out of an abusive situation or home, not saying this person was, but you feel regret or remorse over leaving others behind, or you're dealing with some similar emotions, feel free to schedule a session with me over at sidebysideaz.com, and let's have a free 15-minute consultation and see if we can do some work together. But otherwise, get some help, even if it's not with me, right? Just get some help if you're dealing with some of that stuff. Talk it out with a friend, a mentor, a pastor, a parent, if they're in your life. But don't do life alone, for sure. Don't do life alone. And don't be afraid to reach for your dreams. That's good stuff. Find that ambition within yourself. But that's it for now. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.